First of all, welcome to Rock Invasion, Jamie. Today we will be talking about Vengeance Ignited, which is the fourth album. It's coming out tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about the band's history too, but first things first, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah, it's really good. Just been doing some interviews and yeah, looking forward to this one.
Great. It's been already 5 years since Stand Up for March. How are you feeling about this new release?
It's about time, isn't it? It's I'm looking forward to it a lot. The response on the singles has been great. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking amazing. It's like you said, it's 5 years ago, uh, so it's gonna be fun.
It's going to be cool, I think. This is your fourth album, and you've been developing your style over the years. You've created your own sound, but that doesn't mean repeating the same album over and over. There are songs with that sister trademark, for example, Die with a Smile on Your Face or Vengeance Ignited. And then we have heavier ones like Primal Rage or Spitfire. You're getting heavier. Like
Yeah,
with each album, it's getting heavier and heavier. Why is that?
because if we, made a heavier album, uh, just like that, people would say, "What are you guys doing? You're not the same band anymore." So we have to sneak it in a little bit, do it like uh, in small baby steps.
Okay.
So in the in the future, you know, on the sixth album or something, we're gonna be a pure black metal band. No, actually, it's I don't know. It's yeah, this new album is it's heavier than the other ones. I agree with that. But it's all natural, and it's not like we sat down and said like let's do the heaviest album so far. It's not like that. It's just what can I say? It's a natural development, I think.
Okay.
And we we listen to heavy music all the time, and I think that when we our heavier song is the best ones, I guess, and it fits my voice much more to scream a little bit, I think.
Yeah, in this album you even growl sometimes, which was like surprisingly really cool. I have to say that was really cool.
It's not with purpose. It's like I said. It's if you listen to some parts of from Disguised Vultures, it's the same thing. So I think this is kind of what can I say, a more mature album, and every member in the band knows what they do the best. So
Exactly, and the thing is that there's been several lineup changes when it comes to the bass and to the guitar, but at the same time, with the different members, they have contributed to the different albums. But still, the this sister sound is always there, no matter if there's a new guitar player, a bass player. Okay, of course, there's Kari and there's you. That's the core of the band. But I find it really cool that okay, there's different contributions. There's even contributions from Jonah T and from Martin Sweet, but your sound is still
yeah,
there, and
yeah,
it's really cool.
yeah. I know, and I think that it's one big reason to that is the vocals. If Sister had a new singer on this album, it would sound totally different. So I think the first thing you hear is the vocals, and if the vocals are not the same, it's going to be a whole new band. But I understand what you mean. It's the same kind of music, and I don't know. It's I don't know why actually. It's me and Carrie. We know the kind of music that we want to play, and the other guys want to play Sister. So it's natural that it sounds the same but not the same. It's got a red line in it, so
Yeah.
it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard for me to answer the question. But I think that if we sat down and said, let's make a total different album that sounds not Sister at all, it would still be the same, I think.
Yeah.
if
Yeah, I was
hip hop or
just
something.
yeah, I was just listening again. Well, that's not something different for me because I've been listening to your music since I was what, 16, 17?
Thank you.
Yeah, something like that. I grew up listening to you guys at the same time that I was listening to Skid Row, Elegance, and all those bands.
Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday I was just having a look at the CDs and everything, and I was like, okay, yeah. So on Hate It, there was Lestat, and the guy wrote a lot of stuff. But then there was a lineup change, and then came who came after him?
Tim.
That was Tim, exactly. And then Tim wrote a
Yeah.
lot of stuff too, and it's like, wow. But it's still the Sister sound. I find it amazing. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's great. So I'd like to talk about the new songs because I have some informations about them. Of course, I've listened to the whole album like 10 times or 15 times in
Mm.
a row. Um,
More than me.
it's great. It's great. It's a mix between the good old Sister and then this heavier side of you, and I think it's gonna be a bomb. So let's talk a little bit about the songwriting. Inventions Ignited. I think the message is about revenge, greedy leaders, and the urge to fight back.
Um, yeah, it's the song is all about revenge, as you say, but it's more like revenge for us that we didn't, like you said before. It's been, I think it's 4 years between the albums. I think Stand Up for March came out, during the last months of 2016. I don't remember. So it's, yeah, 4 or 5 years. But we had some, member change, and it's not, member change, and then you have to write a new album and put together the band again. It takes time. So for us, this is the revenge for not releasing an album in 4 years. So it's more like a statement, like, hey, take a look at this record and listen to it. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's something else that I find really cool about the album because on the one hand we have Whispering Winds. It's a song that you guys have been working for years. And then we have Scream for Pleasure, which is a last minute written track.
Yeah.
So it's the contrast, like a song that you guys have been working in like for a long time, and then this last minute written track, which is one of the coolest songs, in my honest opinion. It's I don't know when you will be able to play live, but Scream for Pleasure live, it's gonna be a bomb.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be fun to play live again sometimes, and it's gonna be really really cool to try that song on stage. But like you said, it's been. I think we started to work with Whispering Winds. It was not the name of the track back then, but somewhere between the first and the second album, I think. And then it didn't fit on Stand Up for March, so we said, like, yeah, put it in the closet, and maybe we can try it someday. And we did, and it came out really well this time. And I think it's a, maybe it's the wrong word, but it's a break in the album. It's like, it's going bam 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 all the time, and then we get ballad kind of song in the end. So I think it's a good break in the song list. It's the same thing with Spitfire. It's also an old song. We wrote that song 6 years ago, I think, and we finished it, during this studio session. So it's the same thing with that track.
Okay. So you've released 5 singles so far. Bring Out the Dead,
Yeah.
Vengeance Indicted, Die with a Smile, Primal Rage, that one was heavy too, and Scream
Mm.
for Pleasure, sorry. And you've made, well, you've filmed some videos. So could you tell me a little bit about the videos? Because Bring Out the Dead has a lot of voodoo stuff, then Die with a Smile has this Alice in Wonderland feeling. So what can you tell me about the concept for these videos?
Uh, yeah, what can I say? It's I don't know. It's when we recorded Bring Out the Dead a weekend in, was it April, I think. So we shot it on Friday, and then we did Die with a Smile the day after. Uh, and the videos, they are based sometimes, I think these 3 videos that we release now, sometimes some are based on the lyrics and some are not. It's like, if you take Die with a Smile, it's that, like you said, that Alice in Wonderland feeling. It's like anything can happen. You can get backstabbed tomorrow. You have no control over your life, and that's the thing with that video, I guess. And Bring Out the Dead, it's more of a apocalypse feeling in the lyrics, but the video is more kind of voodoo, scary kind of stuff. What can I say? I don't know. I think the video, it fits the tracks really well. And
Okay.
Die with a Smile is Scream for Pleasure. It's more of a, it's not just 4 guys stand up playing on a stage. It's based on a story, and that's, I think it's the first time that we get a story based video, I think.
Yeah,
In that kind of,
I think so.
it's a side story in the video, yeah.
Okay. So as I said before, I've been a fan for quite a long time now. I remember you guys touring with Black Rain back in 2008. So
Yeah.
wow, it's been a ride. Eh? It's been a ride.
Yeah.
And you started the band back in 2006. So 2021 marks the 15th year for a sister. I don't want to be mean. That doesn't mean we're old, but it's the 15th year for a sister. What has changed ever since?
Uh, everything has changed. It's I'm not the guy I was back in 2006. I still like rock and roll music, and I love to write new songs and play in front of people, and do shows. But of course, we are grown-ups and more. We Nobody in the band has the same kind of living and same life like when we toured with Black Rain. Was it 2008?
I think it was 2008. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 19 back then, so
Me too.
it's yeah, so it's yeah, right? It's not a lie. We are old. It's a fact. Older, but
I don't feel that old, I have to say, but okay.
I do.
You do?
Actually, I do. Yeah, because yeah, it's not physically, but if I feel old if I compare myself to that person I was back in 2008.
Me too, but just a
Just
little bit.
yeah, then it was all about, let's do the gig and then get fucked up. Now it's like, let's do the gig so I can, get on FaceTime and call my daughters. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's better nowadays than it was back in 2008. We couldn't even play, so it's better to. It's funnier to play live nowadays. We didn't try it for a while though, so maybe we suck again. I don't know.
I don't think so. Um, this is your first album after leaving Metal Blade, right?
Yeah.
What was it like working with Flick? Because it's a new label, it's a new experience, I guess, for you. So, what was it like?
First of all, they are from Sweden, so it's the communication. It's easier, and we got the same. What do you say? Timeline. Time. Yeah. So it's communication is easier, but then it's a record label. They are great, and they are really fun to work with. They are creative. Metal Blade was that as well, but we felt like we had to try something new, uh, not just with Metal Blade. They, like I said, great record label, but we felt like, fuck, we got to try something new. We can't just stand here and yeah, you know what I mean.
I do.
It's the same thing with everything. You have to try something different sometimes.
Yeah, so you don't get stuck. Yeah, it's like that. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I'm a huge fan of the Swedish scene in general, for extreme metal, for hard rock. I don't know what you guys have there. I don't know if it's the water you drink. I don't know, but the musical scene in your country is it's a miracle. It's something that I couldn't even imagine having it here in Spain. And as far as I know, you're friends, of course, with Martin Sweet, with Jonah T. Eric Grunwald is managing the band, I think.
yeah,
So I guess you're all good friends.
yeah. Yes, we are. I don't know every band, but I've met most of the bands, on festivals and bands in the same genre, of course. Uh, but like you said, yeah, it's kind of a familiar feeling, I guess. Every band support the other band, so it's not a competition in that way. Uh, it's more of a friendship and trying to help each other out because if if some if it goes well for one band, often it's the same thing with the other bands in the same genre, I think,
Hmm.
if they are good.
If they're good, yeah, that's a good point. Um, so yeah, I'm aware of the current situation. We don't know when we'll be able to go back to the live gigs and the live concerts, but I'd like to ask you about the plans for the future for the band. I
Yeah.
mean,
Um, we already started working on the upcoming album, because we can't do much right now, you know, except promote the new CD and the new album on social media and stuff like that. We can't. It's Yeah, it's pretty hard right now. It's hard for every band out there to not interact with the fans and the yeah, it's that's the whole thing to tour. That's why you're playing in a band, to tour and meet people that like your music, and it's kind of a new situation because when you release a new album, the first thing you do is you know get your ass in the bus and go on tour, and now we can't do it, so it's kind of uh, frustrated, I feel. So um, the plans, promote the album and as quick as possible to get out and play. But I personally, I think it's gonna take a while to tour again, maybe a few gigs in a country and then get back to Sweden. But you know, to do 4 or 5 weeks and in different countries and be living on the road, I think it's kind of far away, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But hopefully next year, I don't know, but hopefully
Yeah,
it
I
would
cross
be
my
great to come
fingers.
back to Spain again. Yeah,
That would
me
be
too.
really cool.
Yeah.
So we've already talked about a little bit about the history of the band. I know that one of the highlights for you guys was playing with Skid Row, but
Mhm.
I'd like you to pick another cool moment that will be forever in your memory. Like, wow, this moment was so cool, or so funny, or so like, hey, this never had happened to me before, and because of that, I will remember this moment forever.
Uh, I have to say when we played on Sonisphere Festival in Spain, in Madrid, is uh, we played in other big festivals like Summer Breeze and Bang Your Head and yeah, a lot of cool festivals, but it was something special with Sonisphere because we we were so fucking young. We were like, I think I was 21, 22 years old, and to get up on that stage before Metallica and Mastodon, it was like so unreal. But uh, it was too cool to to be true. But at the same time, it was like somebody you know told us that, hey guys, you are on this stage for one reason, and that reason is that you are deserving it, and you are you know a great band. You are good, so you can do this. So that was really cool because it's not just um, luck to play in such a huge festival and on the big stage. So I would say if I would do it again, it would be like, yeah, cool, nice big stage, everything's perfect, cool. But it was something with being that young and play in front of so much people and on such a big fucking stage. It was, yeah, unreal.
Really cool.
So
And I'm
yeah,
happy that happened in my own country. I have to say.
yeah, yeah. Spain is it's beautiful. I love being in Italy and in Spain when we're on tour because it's some you guys have something that we don't have in Sweden and vice versa. So
Mhm.
it's nice.
We have almost reached our time. I'd like you to recommend a band that you've been listening to lately, or not so lately, but that you think that maybe this band should be more, well known, or people should listen to this band a little bit more. It can be rock, or it can be whatever.
Um, I listen to so much music, but um, it's hard. I think the guys from the Cruel Intentions have
Yes,
really great songs.
I love them.
So yeah,
I love them. I saw
um,
them live in Germany 2 years ago. Oh,
yeah,
I love them. I love them. I
yeah,
absolutely adore their music.
yeah, and they're great. And they're great friends of us uh, as well. So it's Sweden. It's so many bands here, and it's yeah, it's hard to pick. Um, but I know that the Cruel Intentions, maybe they recording a new album right now. I don't know, but I saw something on Instagram a couple of weeks ago. So people should keep their eyes open, and maybe they're gonna release a second album soon. We can hope.
I hope so. I hope so. I've already spin their tunes on the show, and your tunes, of course. And yeah, the Cruel Intentions are fucking great. And live,
Yeah.
they're a monster live.
Yeah. They're really good.
So it was really cool talking to you, Jamie. It was a
Yeah,
great
same.
opportunity. I'm really happy about the new album. I can't believe
Thank you.
it's coming out already tomorrow. It's like I've been hyped for almost a year since the very first single. I can't believe the
Yeah.
the day has come finally.
Yeah.
And yeah, congratulations on the album. Seriously, you guys never disappoint. Never.
Thank you. It's I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. It's what can I say? Thank you so much. It's really it touches my heart to hear that we never disappoint our fans. It's really that's why we still record records, and that's the reason why we're still a band. So
So, if there is anything else you'd like to say to your fans in Spain, you can do it now if you
uh,
want.
yeah, we miss you. We can't wait to get back because we love playing in Spain, and the food is great, the beer is great, the people they are great. So we really miss you, and we hope that we can come back in the near future.
We hope so too. So, thanks a lot for your time. Congrats on the album, and I hope to see you guys soonish on the road.
Yeah, soonish. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.